Your brother is coming out of Tokanui. Little did I think that those words spoken to me by my mother almost 19 years ago would be a watershed year for me, marking a change of direction in my life. I was up from the South Island on a break from the freezing works and on tour with my band. We were playing in Napier, and I took the opportunity to come home to Tauranga to visit with Mum. It was during that visit that we discussed my brother Vernon's exit from Tokanui. For me, the thought of all the times when we as a family used to try and deal with Vernon and the challenges he presented, of him running away from home and not turning up until days, even weeks later, of Vernon clinging to a channel marker buoy in the middle of the harbour as the tide came in, of Vern throwing stones and of neighbourhood kids chasing him. All this made me doubt my ability to be of any help to him, as life now was all about me, and I still tended to deal with any issues and challenges in my life the old school way, through the use of force and violence or booze. I thought the best thing to do for Vern was to find him somewhere to live, similar to where he had just come from. So I decided to get a job with a local service provider, with a view to sussing them out as to whether they would be able to take on Vern. And so I applied for a job with Supported Living BOP Limited, later to be known as Silk Limited. Right from the start, Peter James spoke to me about Vern in these strange terms of being a valued member of his community, of his having his own home, paying his own living costs, having a bank book, going away on holidays, all of these possibilities that we as a family wanted for Vern, but of which we had no idea of how to achieve. As I assisted Vernon and many others in the course of my time with Silk, I found myself also undergoing change, thinking of others instead of self all the time, having empathy, having patience, showing warmth and affection, inner feelings that I now freely give to my own children and to their children and to others in my community. 19 years on, looking back, most if not all of the things we wanted for Vern, he has made and been able to achieve for himself with assistance. There have been many challenges and times when I thought that perhaps our brother is not ever going to fit into the community. But he has battled on. He has overcome changes in staff personnel who have come and gone throughout his life, some with positivity, some with negativity. He has overcome times of insecurity when he wasn't quite sure of his status in the family. However, having his own home has been a stabilizing influence in his life. Yes, my brother has taught me that positive goals allied to positive planning and support can lead to achieving the unthinkable, being a valued member of my community.